Hello, my name is Christine DeGraff, and today I want to give you a quick overview of a brand new social website called Sue, and that's tsu.co. Now, this website is only, I believe, launched 1 week ago, but it is catching on really quick. The idea behind it, it's a free social network that promises to give the social revenues back to you. In other words, they're going to share the revenues that they generate from advertisers with the users. So the problem, according to Sue, is that there are 2 billion of us creating social content and getting nothing for it on channels like Facebook, Twitter, and others. And on Sue, you will receive money for your content. So their solution is that they give us the ability to build our audience by onboarding people, inviting them to be in our network. So everyone will have their own short code, and that is the door to your network. So the way it works is you must get invited or join through another member's short code. You cannot sign up just without being invited or having a short code. And then once you do sign up, you will receive your own short code. So when you go to the how to join, so you can either click someone's short code that they send to you, that they've invited you, or you can come here to the join page and you can type in a member's short code. And you can use mine, which means you will then be in my network and in my family, or you can use another friend's short code. And then you would click sign up, and that's going to bring up a registration form where you'll complete that. Sign up to complete your profile. You might want to read the terms and conditions, and then you'll receive a confirmation email. You're going to want to check, if you don't see it right away, check your spam filter to see if it's there, and you'll sign up. So once you sign up, you'll be able to sign in. I'm going to sign in under, you could click the Remember Me box so you don't have to keep signing back in. There is also a iPhone app and an Android app that are available. Now this is what you'll see when you sign in. This is a feed very similar to Facebook. Anyone that I have friended or followed should show up in my feed. Their post will show up. The very first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your settings on the top right. And you're going to want to fill out your information. You can hide your birthday, for example. You're going to want to upload a profile picture and a cover photo, fill out a short bio, add your website. You can add your YouTube page. Make sure you use a user / in front of your name so it's not a broken link. Add your Tumblr page or Pinterest. You can connect your social accounts such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm going to skip down here to the privacy. Now, friends are a two-way relationship. They can see your content, you can see theirs. Followers are a one-way relationship. If someone follows you, they're going to see your public posts, but you won't see theirs. So it's basically friends or public. So you need to decide on your privacy settings if you want who to post on your wall, friends only or public, who can send you a message, who can see the links to your Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and then whether or not you want to receive friend requests. If you do want to receive friend requests, leave the box checked. Otherwise, uncheck it. You can still send friend requests, but no one can send them to you. In that case, their only option would be to follow you, and that's entirely up to you. Under notifications, You're going to want to come in here and adjust these based on how many notifications you would like to receive. I don't want to receive any notifications in my email, so I unchecked all of these boxes. And then decide the notifications will show up here and over here. You can click to see your notifications. So decide which ones are important to you. You're going to want to take some time to read the FAQ to learn more about what is Sue, how is it different, how does it work, and what their algorithm is. And it's very interesting the way that it works. And the example they use, to maintain the platform, Sue keeps 10% of revenues and 90% are distributed to the users. So for every $100 earned in revenue, and based on content such as photos, videos, status updates, etc., 90%, which would be $90 out of 100, is shared back to the users. The original content creator takes 50% of that $90. So in that case, $45 of every 100 generated goes to the original content creator. And then the people in their network receive the other $45. And you can read this over, and I'm also going to do another video to explain this better. But basically, original content and having a large network are two ways that you can earn revenue. On the left, you can click notifications to see all of your recent notifications, also up here on the top in this bubble. Messages, private messages, I'm not going to click it because I do have some, but private messages can be accessed here. I'm going to go down, skip down to the family tree to explain that a little bit. So if you did use my shortcode, you would be considered one of my children. And so you're under my tree. And then your children, when you invite people, and their children, when they invite people, become part of your network. So you can actually view the people under you and their network by clicking on View Descendants. So as you could see, I invited quite a few people, but 280 people that I've invited have now created a network of 5,730 people. This is in 10 days. This is having explosive growth, and that's why I really think that everyone should check it out. If you click on Discover Users, you're going to find generally probably celebrities and things like that are being shown here, and you can always click to follow them. You can search for friends or hashtags. And then you'll be able to decide if you would like to follow people based on the hashtag. For example, I could follow this person. I could add them as a friend, which will send them a request and they would have to accept. I can look at their profile before I decide to follow or add to decide if I would like to send them a request. I could share content. I could like, comment, or share. This network is rather new, and they are working out a few bugs and trying to combat spam. There's a lot of people that are very excited. You could see from the trending hashtags that everyone is talking about Sue. There are a lot of people are talking about how to make money on Sue. So there are some steps being put into place to limit spamming, for example. At this current time, you can reshare up to 8 posts, and I believe post 24 posts per day. And it is against the terms of service to tell anyone that they need to share something to make money. That's all scammy and spammy. Just stay away from that and you'll be fine. Now, if I look at my analytics, You can see in just 10 days the tremendous amount of views I've had on my posts. 66,960 views. My follower growth has been explosive. The likes and comments getting a lot of engagement. You can look over these. Your per post, you can sort them by the most views, least to most, likes and comments. And as you can see again, just tremendous amount of views and engagement going on here. And this is just in a 10-day period. And then the bank. I've already, after 10 days, have $23 in my account. Now, this might not seem like a lot to some people. If you've ever tried to earn $23 in 10 days on YouTube for a brand new account, you'll know, or AdSense, that this is, a tremendous amount of money for such a short period of time. Now, again, part of this is based on the size of my network, followers, the content I've created. It's a combination. Many users, but as you can see, I started out just 17 cents, 19 cents, and then it starts going up. It does fluctuate, per day, but this is just the beginning. And I believe that over time, this money could really start to add up. So it is pretty cool and pretty exciting to be a part of something brand new. I could go to my profile, take a look at that. And as you can see here, it shows my last few photos that I've uploaded, my links that I had put in under my settings. You can add a life event, which will show here on the About. And you do that. You just click this and fill it out. This is the last post that I did, and you can see the comments, reply to them. And it's really very easy. It's very intuitive. To create a post, click Create. You can upload a picture, add a title, and decide whether you would like it to be a public post or friends only. If you look under your friends, you'll see here all of my friends. If you are friends with someone, you do not need to follow them. And currently the limits are you can follow up to 1,000 people. That means you see their content in your stream. You can friend up to 5,000 people, which means you would see each other's content. You can only have 50 outstanding friend requests at any given time. So if someone, if you want to pick your friends and send them a request, if they don't respond, you can cancel the request so that you can friend other people and then resend it to them later. When you first get here, you might want to go look through other people's friends and followers to find people that you know that you can send a request to. For example, if I look through Scott Bueller, I can see everyone that he is friends with by clicking on friends, and then I can decide if I want to send them a friend request or follow them. Now, a lot of times, in the case of a celebrity, you're probably going to follow, but for people then you'll want to add them as a friend. So I encourage you to check it out, set up a profile, get in here and start looking around and exploring, and once you're comfortable, start inviting your friends. And we'll just go back to settings really quick, and under invitations, this is where you're going to find your short code. And then you could just copy that and you can tweet it out. You can send invitations through email. You can write a blog post about it. You could do a YouTube video like I'm doing. You're going to find that some people are a little skeptical right now. So one-on-one invitations are probably going to be your best bet. Explain it to people and start building your network. I hope that you found this informative, and I will have more videos coming out soon. So please subscribe to my channel, and have a great day.